Picture this. Your laptop was doing yoga with one neuron. Then suddenly, it's bench-pressing whole neural networks. That's basically what AMD felt like in Q1 2025. Revenue jumped to $7.44 billion, up about 36% year-over-year. That's not just growth. That's growth with a jetpack. Explain the revenue jump. What does up 36% YoY actually mean? A 36% year-over-year revenue increase is the business equivalent of going from a busy coffee shop to suddenly hosting a music festival. It means AMD sold significantly more product and/or sold higher value product mix compared with the same quarter a year earlier. Concretely, if AMD made $5.47 billion the prior Q1, 36% less than $7.44 billion, they moved a lot more silicon, CPUs for servers, GPUs for AI, probably some strong notebook and console business too, and at higher average prices or greater volume. That kind of move rarely comes from one thing. It's usually a combo: stronger server demand, AI deployments, and an upgraded product lineup. EPS jump, 62 cents to 96 cents. How big is that? Earnings per share, EPS, rose from 62 cents to 96 cents. That's an increase of 34 cents per share. To check the percentage, difference equals 0.96 minus 0.62 is equal to 0.34. Percentage increase equals 0.34 divided by 0.62 almost equals 0.548. 54.8% increase in adjusted EPS. So revenue jumped 36%, while adjusted EPS jumped 55%. That gap tells you two things. AMD not only sold more, it became more profitable on each dollar of sales, better margins, operating leverage, or lower one-time costs. In plain speak, the company is turning more of its sales into shareholder-facing profit. The data segment, plus 57%, EPYC plus Instinct are the main acts. The data segment growing 57% YoY is the headline inside the headline. This is where hyperscalers and enterprise customers buy the big chips that power cloud servers and AI. Two product families dominate here: EPYC CPUs, AMD's server processors. They compete directly with Intel in the who runs the data center fight. EPYC chips offer high core counts and strong performance per dollar, and have become a favorite for cloud providers who want density and economics. Instinct GPUs, AMD's data center GPU family built for training and inference workloads. These sit in the racks doing the heavy lifting for AI models. When both EPYC and Instinct rise together, that's like your two best players both showing up to the game and scoring. Data center demand is often higher margin than consumer chips, which is why growth here is especially meaningful. A quick timeline: MI300X, H100, and the AI arms race. NVIDIA launched the H100 and dominated early mindshare for data center AI GPUs. AMD released the MI300X in December 2023, more than a year after NVIDIA's H100. That gap matters. It's like releasing your summer blockbuster after someone else already released the season's hottest movie, but it's not game over. Why? Because the market for AI compute is enormous and multi-vendor. Big cloud names, the user-mentioned players like Oracle, Microsoft, and Meta, adopted AMD's MI300X early. Early adoption by hyperscalers is a signal. These firms evaluate performance, power, and cost very closely. If they start buying, that's a strong vote of confidence. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, like the video, it means much to me. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you have commented, let's continue. MI350 series, the next step in the 35 times inference claim. AMD is now shipping the MI350 series GPUs. According to the numbers you shared, these new chips deliver up to 35 times faster performance on inference workloads compared to AMD's prior generation chips. What does 35 times faster on inference feel like? Imagine your AI assistant used to take 35 seconds to answer a complex question. With a 35 times speed up, that becomes 1 second. The difference between "I'll Google that later" and "here's your answer, done." Or think of image generation where each image used to take 35 seconds. Suddenly, you can generate 35 images in the same time it used to take for one. That's transformative for product teams, artists, and developers who iterate a lot. That kind of step function improvement shifts the conversation from, can we afford to run AI? To what else can we do now that inference is cheap and fast? Lower latency and higher throughput unlock new products, real-time translation, instant summarization, live video analytics, and interactive AR experiences. Why inference gains matter more than raw training numbers for many customers. People often obsess over training benchmarks, how fast you can train GPT-scale models. But inference is where billions of end users interact with AI every day. If inference is cheaper, faster, or both, companies can deploy more models to more customers at lower cost and with better user experience. That's recurring revenue potential, not just one-time projects. So a 35 times inference acceleration is not just a glory stat. It's a business multiplier. It can cut operating costs and enable new services that would have been economically infeasible before. AMD as an AI stock to watch. Why call AMD a hot AI stock to keep an eye on? A few quick, investor-friendly bullets. Top-line growth. Revenue growth like 36% YOY is eye-catching for a company of AMD's scale. Higher profitability. EPS growth outpacing revenue growth suggests improving margins. Data center momentum. 57% growth in the data segment means enterprise and cloud customers are buying. Product competitiveness. MI300X and MI350 show AMD can play in the elite class of data center AI chips. Analyst enthusiasm. TD Cowen reiterated a buy and raised the price target from $195 to $270 on October 10th, citing potential upside from partnership ties with OpenAI. Put those together and you get a story investors love. A technology company moving from a cyclical chip vendor toward a strategic AI supplier. TD Cowen and OpenAI, why this partnership talk matters. When analysts cite partnerships with the likes of OpenAI, they're pointing to the possibility that AMD's chips could be used to run or accelerate one of the most visible and influential AI stacks in the world. That's a big deal because, if OpenAI selects AMD hardware broadly, it can lead other clouds and enterprises to follow. Partnerships often unlock preferential engineering collaboration, drivers, optimization, and co-design systems that make chips perform even better in real workloads. The perceived value from such a partnership is what led TD Cowen to lift its price target. It's about future revenue streams and market share gains as much as current numbers. Note this as well. And he saith unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still, and he which is filthy, let him be filthy still, and he that is righteous, let him be righteous still, and he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. Revelation 22 verses 10 to 14. If we fully obey the Lord, the Creator of heaven and earth, and carefully follow all his commandments, he has promised to set us high above all the nations of the earth. Deuteronomy 28. We shall be blessed when we come in and when we go out. I appeal to you to accept God and let him be your guide, for he will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. Want more information? Please check the description section. That's the end for now. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this. I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. 3 more favors I request from you. First, like this video, subscribe, and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you greatly encourage me to continue bringing to you insightful content. Do not miss out on our future videos full of insight. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support means so much to us. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone who may benefit. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts about today's video. Wish you God's blessings and care. Faith and prayer will do what no power on earth can accomplish. See you in the next video by God's mercy.